Hello everyone. Here's the thing. I would say that my mum is a very good mum. Everyone has their off days, but I would say she's a very good mum. On the other hand, you have other parents, the ones that don't care about their children. These are the ones who never fail to irritate me because they get so annoyed with their children. They pretend that they don't exist, show them that they didn't want to have them, and then, wait for it, the child doesn't want to talk to them, or their child becomes very quiet and secretive, or their child thinks they're treated unfairly. Should you respect your parents? Absolutely, and without question. That goes without saying. But when that child is old enough to move out, they're going to hot-foot it as fast as they can. Why? Because you have parents who don't want to accept that responsibility. These are the same parents who will remind the children that they didn't want them, that it's all their fault that they're a parent. But their life was ruined from the day they were born because they had children. Now, personally I find it ridiculous because my mum, whatever I did, she never blamed her for having me. It wasn't my fault that she didn't have a career or something like that. Even when I annoyed her the most, she never blamed me for anything, ever. No, that was her choice. However, it never fails to amaze me when I see people blaming the kids for things that they chose to do. Then, when that child is arguing with them, they bring up and remember everything they wanted to do before having a child and bring it to the child's attention and make the kid feel bad. While I do not agree with disrespecting your parents, please stop bringing up things that they can't control. Like, for example, the fact that they exist is not something that they can do anything about. What do you want them to do when they're swimming towards the egg? Do you want them to say, nah, I'm just going to be a disappointment? No thanks. It's not going to happen because that's not how that works. No one has control if they exist or not. In the first place, at least. And then when you need them the most, you're sitting there in your old age wondering why it is that no one wants to visit you, and then you're gonna think, I wonder, as you grab your cane, I wonder why it is that no one wants to spend any time with me. None of my children love me, and the only people who will actually spend time with you are the people in the nursing home, where you went because your kid doesn't want to care for you. When you were 30 and you had your kid, you not only told your kid how much you didn't want to have them, but now, 50 years later, when you're in a nursing home and you really wish someone would visit you, no one cares. Your child put you in a nursing home because they didn't want to deal with you and your snarky comments, which everyone will put down to you being an old person. But what they don't realise is that when you were 50 years younger and you had your child and your child was there for you and loving you and needing a parent, this is what you were like. It's just that now you're an old person. You still have the snarky attitude, but people put it down to you being senile and probably in pain. No. That is complete hogwash, and I'll tell you why. I have had arthritis since I was 7. I did not go around being horrible to people because I was suffering. So if they're like it at 70, they were probably always like this. People see this and they put it down to you having old age. Maybe they think that people are old and cranky because they don't have anyone. No, if you're a nice parent, then your child will come and visit you when they can. But no, you decided to be a cranky old person when you were younger. You chose to ignore your child. You played favouritism with one kid over the other. And now you need someone. And your favourite kid is probably living their dreams because you spoiled them rotten. And the one that's got good work ethic doesn't want to have anything to do with you. That child that wanted more love, when they're old enough, they are not going to want you in their life. So you'll be sitting there wondering where you went wrong. And the child you neglected is going to want to have people around him that make him happy. You're not one of them, so he's not going to want to do much for you. When you need his help, he doesn't want to help you. Do I think that's the right way to go about things? No. In my opinion, you should help your parents because they made and raised you. At the same time, however, don't make it difficult to help you, because here is something we all know. You didn't suddenly develop your cranky attitude when you were old, and I would think it would be good to be nice to people whose help you need. This has been your personality from the beginning, but no one said anything because you were younger, and maybe people just thought you had an attitude. Anyway, my mum is the best. I love her so much, and she is the best mum ever. However, if you're like the parent I mentioned above, then your child is not going to say that about you. And they will not be there for you when you need them. They will end up hating you, because when that child needed you, they've been rebuffed and rebuffed and rebuffed and rebuffed and rebuffed and rebuffed. The child will end up delicate or sensitive. He may not live to see his 30s or his 20s. In my opinion, parents should look after their kids. As I said in my earlier video about kidnapping, look after your kids. If you look after your kids when they need you, then when you need them, they'll help you. They'll want to look after you and give you the best care possible. And if they really can't look after you, they'll put you in the best nursing home and check on you often. But if you're a horrible parent, they'll dump you in the cheapest nursing home possible. They're not going to care if someone doesn't clean your bed sores, and they're going to leave you there. Anyway, I repeat again that I'm grateful to my mum for being so amazing. If you made it this far, you're handsome and you're beautiful and well, I'm speechless. I'll let you know next time I see you. Over to the pets.
Hello all, this is Sylvie. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe for more.
Hey everyone, my name's Bonjo. If you enjoyed yourself, then give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends.
Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and if you had fun, then comment down below and let my mum know if you're an only child, the eldest child, the middle child, the youngest child, or something in between.